told them, I said, hey, y'all on overtime, man. They y'all gonna be asleep even sooner than y'all been sleeping. Oh yeah, ain't that changed? Ain't that right? I told you, don't give them no reason to go to sleep already. They need to be woke, they need to be focused. They come down to it, we need all that. The Zimar, we need to make sure we get this dub bar. Yes, sir. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? That way we can sound and see what make a difference. I tell you all the time, y'all look, man, their place being depleted. They tearing their place apart. They getting ready, got another hurricane coming through now. Gonna hit through Louisiana and jump on by and keep moving. Mr. Yahuah ain't through with these people. The Caribbean's getting hit now. They say gonna be hitting them, Cuba and Jamaica. The Caribbean islands gonna get struck. Mr. Yahuah talking. Ain't nobody listening but the people all him. The rest of the world doing what they've been doing. Cut me down a little bit, I'm a little too loud. Also, all of those that call, leave me messages. Just know I'm gonna get to them when I get a minute, get a time, get a break. I assure you this ain't all I'm doing. That I get up here and I preach and I go somewhere and lay back in the laps of luxury. I'm constantly on the grind, on the move, trying to make something happen. So I don't have this leisure time to sit down and just kind of go through all my calls, but I plan on somebody. I don't know this guy. He left me a message so long. Man, leave me a book. He said the message ain't long enough, so he'll call back, leave another one. If you're trying to help me, the best help you can do is leave me alone. I'm just tired. Everybody want to help me and want to help me. I don't know how people want to sit down and have that much time to spend on me to help me. Start with self. Teach yourself. Learn for yourself. Because I can't see nobody who can watch me as long as I'm on and find out and watch me to tell me what kind of help I need. I don't need no help. I'll be all right. Just let me do what we're doing. What's going to happen? Appreciate the concern. I told you, I don't know why. People leave me all these messages. People come by, want to see me, want to help. Once I hear a key word like Jesus, Bible, I'm not paying no attention. I'm going to tell you off the rip, you already lost the conversation. Am I kind of be a little bit loud? It sounds like I'm screaming. It is just me. Sound a little loud, just a tad. I'm about to be there. But yeah, there's certain things out here just kind of turn me off. I already know your knowledge is really weak, so I don't waste a whole lot of time. If you're gonna compare Yahushua to Jesus, I already know you hadn't really translated over yet. They don't mean you don't know something. It just ain't enough that I can use, You know what I'm saying? The best thing to do is just kind of sit back, keep watching, and maybe the Most High give you some understanding. If not, cut your internet off. Find somebody else. I never told y'all, did I ever tell y'all I was the only person? No, sir. I ever told y'all everybody got to come here? No, I don't teach it. Don't teach it. Never subscribe to it. I've never told people I'm the only person who can teach this. Never told. Once you start hearing that stuff, get out of here. Or either Yahuah done came down here and he done laid it on me, and that's just how it is. It's gonna show itself, but no, I don't subscribe to that. I don't believe we the only one. By no means. I believe we some people that's actually working toward getting to perfection. So we'll be ready when he get back here. That's the only thing important to me, getting to perfection. Ain't about no big numbers and big crowds and publicity. There's a lot of things earlier, I spent a lot of time, I used to be on radio and TV and other things. And I don't mind it, but then you kind of get tied up with some other things, and sometimes some things can kind of pull you off from what you need to be focused on and what you need to be doing. I like it the way I got it. I like it the way I got it. I can have bigger numbers than what I got. I just ain't accepting everybody. That's just being honest. I ain't accepting everybody. I set myself to where I look at the way of y'all synagogue, we can pick and choose. That's just being honest. You can walk in the store, I ain't got to get what's on sale. Isn't that right? Cause everything on sale, why they got it on sale? Cause nobody else buy it, nobody else don't want it. I don't want it either. I just being honest. I don't go in the store looking for what's everything on sale. I don't want it. You got it on sale because it ain't moving. Don't try to push it off on me. Ain't that right? The good stuff gonna still be the same price. Them folks ain't slashing no polo shirt and no 75%. You make a fool out yourself if you want to. That's gonna be the one they can't sell. They about to go in one of them doofus colors. Nobody won't get it. Other than that, them things gonna still stuff you put like you got a nightgown on. It's a shirt sleeve. It come all the way down to your finger. On one sleeve, unless it say irregular. Isn't that right? You can't. I'm just being honest. Like, we just don't have to take everybody. I just be honest. It ain't that serious. Well, it's serious. It's just the fact that we got enough people to where we got quality people. Yes, sir. Some still dysfunctional. I wouldn't tell no lie now. We got some. and he on the membership. We can't tell that like look at Ed laughing. Ed know he on the E. That man lean forward and come at you with all that sweat going. In the depth of winter. 2 igloos on his side, still sweating. I said, well, that's pretty hot right there. But, you know, we can afford to pick and choose at the end of the day. I said pick and choose. You're looking for people that got a mind that really want to be saved. That's just being, everybody don't really want to be saved. When you talking about a pressing way, that's a pressing way. It isn't. And a lot of time with people, see, little things will throw people or make them kind of uncertain or unstable. And for me, you know, this is what we do. At the end of the day, this is what you do. I'm here for whatever it takes to be saved. I'm like anybody else. I don't want to go through nothing either, but, you know, if it comes, then I'm already got myself set to. If it's going to make me get to perfection, that's what I do. Sometimes people with marriages, they'll get them unstable, unsturdy, relationship, dating. Some people don't even need to date. It's just being honest. Sometimes people, I want to be married. Sometimes you got to focus on self first. Well, ain't no sometimes, that's the first thing. Sometimes, some people do better by themselves. That is the truth. People like, I don't be by myself, but then you dangerous by yourself. You ain't gonna be more dangerous with somebody else. You're unstable by yourself, you're gonna be more unstable with somebody else. Because if they got any type of problem, any type of issue, it's gonna throw you. You can't get with nobody and not become a part of whatever they got going on. That's just being honest. I got my wife and she had a bad knee, now my knee be hurt. I ain't had one knee problem the whole time I've been living. Doctor, I go to the doctor check me. He said, I said, what's that? He said, some good knees. I don't know, when I always wonder why every time I go to the doctor 110, you got some good knees. Got my wife, she kept telling her knee pop. Now my knee pop. I don't know if she hit me one night while I was sleeping, ran into my knee, but you'll catch it. Yeah, when you get married, how many of y'all picked up some ailment when you got married? Go and tell the truth. That tight. Keisha about to slap somebody. Keisha, he not feeling. What ailment you carry, if you don't mind sharing with us? What ailment would you say Keisha might have thrown on you? You might have caught her children. See that? That's an ailment. That's right. That folks don't realize that's an ailment. I got that sickness too. So it's a lot of ailments. Dan, did you catch any ailments after you got married? What? She don't know. Saying let that man speak and tell about the ailment. Let that man confess his ailment. Danny, what ailments you caught? See that back, see that? And we got, now Sam, he ain't lying on that one now. You broke his back. He like Mike Tyson. They said, Mike, what happened, Mike? Mike said, I broke my back. They said, vertebrae? He said, no, spinal. Danny, you telling the truth. Anybody else caught any ailments since they got married? What you call it, Chelsea? You literally pregnant again? Visible pregnant, that's an ailment? We'll give you that. You probably have a mean baby too, Dwight, you gave her that. And these folks, yeah, they have something. Then I used to have 20. I used to see, is 2020 like the perfect vision? No. Hold on. Lord of number, I had 1-1. Now I'm up at like 74,000 and 5,300 in 1 hour. It's bad, man. It's terrible. I hate doing the DOT feels good. I just dread it with all my heart. I said, just take my word for it. Why we got to go through this? I just started talking, why? This don't even make no sense. I cannot go down the street like this looking while I'm driving. You know I can't do that. Why are we doing that? I use both my eyes around the street. Let me use them now. Little colors on it. Am I going to be looking at, is this on the street somewhere? It'd be different. It did. Show me what I'm going to see on the street and see if I get it right. You saw that folk get you out, then they pull people out. Nobody going to see numbers this big. Y'all can't see that on the street. Show me what I see on the street. Take a 55-mile-an-hour sign and stand back and see if I can see it. Hello? I know Janae can. She can see it. She just, her foot can't catch on to it. If she got her foot to catch on with what her eyes see, woo, boy, she going to be dangerous. Anybody that got an ailment? What you got? You like, that's true? Brett? Brett said he lost his hair. Real long, real curly. It was. Brett? What you got? What's your ailment? Stress-itis? What is stress-itis? See, there 3 is. They say stress out, all 3 of them. See, these ailments you catch. So you have to be real strong. When you do it, you have to be strong. You have to be ready for any and everything that come at you. Keisha, did you catch any ailments from Karen? No, she didn't. That's all right. She said she woke up one night when her eye was swollen. Did you catch that from Karen? If you were asleep, did you see where it hit you? And he said his knee popped too. Your knee be popping, Keisha? Do your knee pop? Do your knee be popping? So he just told his knee be popping too. It wasn't popping at first. That's all we saying. Then, Karen, you caught any ailments since you got married? What you got? You can't list all of them. It's a lot of them. Look at it. They hurting right now while he's talking. That's terrible. That's a good thing, though. That'll happen to you. So you got to be strong. Isn't that right? What y'all can do, how many of y'all want to feel better? Go up to the 24-hour. What's that place you go and work out at Chris that serve the pizza? Planet Fitness. Go up there. Chris said he went to the doctor. The doctor said, what you been doing? He said, I've been working out. He's like, LA Fit on Planet Fitness. He said, man, you don't put on 30 pounds. When your doctor tell you stop going to the gym, what that mean when your doctor tell you stop going to the gym, you getting fat? From the gym? Your doctor tell you don't put on 30 pounds if you're going to. That man be up there for all night donuts, breakfast pizza, lunch pizza, dinner pizza. I said, man, I went where I go at that place, man. And the folks done told you they not a gym. But they cheap though, ain't they? What they call about $5? $10 for all you eat pizza. That just changed the name to CC. That's all it is. All you eat pizza, CC. That's what the man working at is CC. They gave man a 1 pound dumbbell and just sit at the bar at CC Pizza. Woo, y'all out the chain. But we'll have to try to get ready so we can move on. Well, Ed said he lost some weight. Oh, he gone in, he in the bathroom? Oh, he losing weight right now. Ain't that right? He let one of them simoleons out, but that's it. All right, we're gonna try to get ready to move forward, talk to y'all a little bit so we can try to get ready to move on, get home. I gotta get my hemp, get that thing in my arm. All right. All right. Help keep my scrim. All right, that's my medicine. Ain't that right? Before smoke, crack, drink beer, smoke cigarette, I just want my hemp. Yeah, that right. Something just help me just relax and just relax. I'm telling you what, that sticky though, boy. That thing kicked back in by me around. I ate potato chips with lemon lime Dorito chips mixed in together. You're not supposed to, whenever you eat chip, people don't know, you don't never change chip. Whatever chip you eat, you stay with that chip till you just done. I pulled both of them together. I looked in that closet, I said, man, I want these chips. I said, but now I want them chips too. I said, I'm gonna eat these, but I said, you know what, man, just put it. Who made this law? When I ate it, I ain't gonna lie, I did feel like I broke a law. But I kept going anyway. You know? So I chips in. Ain't that right? So I'm gonna have to be dipped again. Ain't that right? That's all right. Waiting on my salsa, like your savior. Waiting on my man, you know what I know? You know I didn't know Malcolm be snapping back down. They said, Malcolm, no, get out of here, Smith with the I used to brag up, Jesse said, oh, you ain't heard Malcolm. He said, you tell them dry joke? No, Smith, get that out of here. I said, Malcolm? That hurt down. I wouldn't expect that of Malcolm. But I know that Haywood caused that. Malcolm ain't never, it got to be something Haywood caused. What Haywood at? Is Haywood wearing glasses now? Haywood wearing glasses. He can't see. So are those seeing glasses? Reading glasses. Hey, if you're doing an awful lot of reading, don't be sitting no book. You should have reading glasses. What Haywood at? Haywood don't wear blind. God, man. I'm gonna have to get me something while I'm up here talking. I gotta get me some glasses. I had them lab, them folks done there put my eyes out them things. That lady was just studying, writing up stuff. That bill went up, that thing was like $900 something. She said, you want, when they go in the sun, I said, yeah. I said, yeah, translucent or something, she told me. Then she said, you want the sun? I said, yeah, whatever, translucent, whatever it is. They was just naming stuff. I got that thing, was just ringing up. That thing was like $900 something. I was saying, well, I guess I need them. I wore them things. Man, my eye was hurt so bad, my head was hurt. I went back to see the doctor. He said, who gave you these? He said, I didn't tell him to give you these glasses. I told you to get some reading glasses. Oh, he lost it on them in there. Man, them folks put melts in them things, done took my baby browns out. That took a notch out. How many of y'all, when I first started, my eye used to be green like the hook? How many of y'all try making them out cool? Y'all remember, so y'all remember. Yeah, my eye was green like the hook, them glasses took some out. Tim, your eyes all right if you just want to like around the house somewhere, around like, right. You just like look in a drawer. But my eyes, I mean, they just you light the house up. And all my neighbors think they was throwing a party because my eye be going up, and I be moving around, lights just flashing. I turn around like this in the house, and the light, they thought I had party lights in there. How many of y'all had them green eyes? Somebody had, who was that? Hold on for a minute. How many of y'all had them green eyes? Crank that pool up in there, Chris ready to go back down. What that man thought? That man had them. Chris, when you had green eyes? When he was a baby. Oh, y'all said when he was a baby, he had green eyes. Hold on. Never mind. That man said he was light-skinned when he was a baby. You were light-skinned. If you had to pick a person in her color, just so we'll know we were there, who was close to your color? Who was like exact color? Yeah. He look Cam laughing. Look Cam, you're in trouble. Now, what age did you start darkening up so we can go ahead and get him a white suit so you can? About 1 or 2. You say that light. I know, look Cam, we thinking the same thing. And you were light-skinned with green eyes. Yeah, that's scary right now. How many of the rest of y'all were light-skinned when y'all was a baby? With green eyes? Hold on for a minute. Roddy, you were light-skinned when you was a baby? No, you said you had no green eyes. You was a light-skinned baby. Let's show the picture, Roddy. Let's see the picture. Go put it up. We're going to see that. They think they be threatened. They're talking about, I'm going to show the picture. Like, we're going to say, no, don't show it. Humpback almost punked us out like that time with that phone. We're not taking that no more. All that throw your phone and talking about, here the phone, check it. Well, we'll check it. That man had like 84,000 texts for his mama. Humpback. Stop lying. Man, like all these women would hit him. Is that right? Stop lying. All down the text. That picture coming up. He wanted his phone to load. Is that the same way you be ringing? Don't you be using it when we be preaching? Oh, no. I'm trying to make sure. We don't care that light-skinned baby right quick. This is very, very important. We got to get this. We got to have this on right now. But you ain't that dog. So let me say, before you pull up, if you had to pick somebody in a color you were close to or exact, who would it be? Stand up, Brandon. So we see you, Brandon. Stand up for me so we can see you. You was a little bit lighter than that. Take me to the water. I love. Go. Riley, we can. Lighter than Brandon. Do you and Chris drink together? So you know they're going to be on y'all record. You hear that man? He said lighter than Brandon? That's tight. He can't find it. Where your picture at? You got a picture of you that light. Make sure somebody check that. Somebody check that picture. I'll check that picture one of y'all. Get one to Usher. Usher, y'all check that picture. Because then crank that pool up after that. We just want to get official people to check. One of us, y'all check it. That way we know. I don't find it. That's what I thought. Distorted picture. That's a. You got it. You just can't find it. Oh, yeah, that's your mama. I see her, but I don't see you being that light. And you were the same color she was.
Yeah.
Is your mama still the same color she was on that picture?
Yeah, she done got
A little darker. So your family, about what age y'all start darkening up?
I don't know. I was a kid.
Just a kid. You just transformed early because your mama like she done had that color a long time. But she working on the railroad, she got dark like that? Because that's a long time. Be that color and just break out. How old she is on that picture right now? What you think?
On this picture here, she's in her 30s.
In her 30s?
Yeah.
And you in your 30s? And you dark, and your mama here her color. Her light. Seen that baby picture. Is anybody that's in the world can testify to this you when we see it?
Yeah. Somebody else in the world, they ain't here.
They not here. He said somebody else in the world can testify, but they not here no more. He said the doctor dead, the nurse dead, everybody gone. When he turned dark skin, just closed the hospital down.
Yeah.
That's you running.
I'm dark. I mean, I'm
You
not
running, you
dark
too.
right there.
Yeah, man, what's up?
Yeah, you don't like that, dude.
Oh, come on, brother. Come on. I know you heard me before I even asked. What's that? Come on. Come on a little bit right there. Back there. Hold. Forward just a little. Right there. Tilt your head, kind of. Like, kind of. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's in black and white. That's all I did. I had a black now. He was kind of, that's a black and white picture. I just, no, he was light on that. Is that you though? How we know that you, Ronald? That's a lot of hair. Ronald, we ain't picture you with that much hair here. We had to go back and split. We got, who, can't we call one of them authenticator people that do pictures and all that, one of them pathology fingerprint people come out? Call one of them and see who they're working at the Shabbat for $20. See if we can get them out. How many of y'all gonna chip on their $20 if we find who their baby is? So that's it right there. So rather, we look up an authenticator, fingerprinter, picture taker, finder, can search it out people. All that, so look up under that. And then see if they can come out here and we'll check it out the Shabbat. We'll find out. Everybody that's all right? Any more dark-skinned people here with light babies? Oh, Sarah, here we go. He is so wonderful. Oh, yeah. That's it. Y'all seen it? Oh, see, she got some with it. Her mom and dad on right now. So, all right, y'all mess around. Keep your eye for a while. I'm telling you what you don't do. When you get a certain age, you start out right here, you're going to go literally blind. And tell them, when you get older, you start from here. And you let a track, you got to let your eyes zoom, then you ease. You go in too fast. That's it. You be in a hospital. Yep. And you look like you could fight. You took a picture of a picture. Did you stick a flashlight on the picture when you took it? You don't know if you don't ask. That's yeah. Sarah about the same color. It went away then. You about the same color as one of them. Ain't that right? About that color right now. Whole bunch of, what color you were when you was a baby? White? I can believe that. Santa, what color was you dark when you was a baby? Huh? She said you to call her midnight when she was a baby. And she just lighting up. You might well get your story, all the rest of them got them one. You was the same color you was now, ain't it? You were lighter? Like whiter? Like a white baby? I used to like a white baby too. It ain't that funny. That's the truth, no. That makes sense. Don't try to come up with your COVID. Let your COVID mask down. Danny, what color you was? Same color. You ain't had a break then. Danny said it been rough on him his whole life. So is that same that butt gasket around his neck that Dwayne? His wife lost it. She saw that picture, he had that, she said, that's my husband butt gasket around his neck. We're like, you know, it make more than one. How you feeling, Danny? You hanging in there though? I see you got your scrap on like all you need is a spear and some arrows in the back. You got an African, is that right? Get you one of them little G-string and ride them zebras and run out there and just chase folks down. I'd be uncomfortable. Cause that thing bounce around that string, pulling all up in there, but that's a terrible ride. It ain't for everybody, is it? All right, we're gonna try to get ready and move forward so we know what color all the babies is. All right, we're gonna get ready and let y'all sound the Chata Sarah. I'm gonna need my stool. I can't go down by myself. Well, you go down and mess around, don't get back up. How many of y'all be having a hard time getting back up? That's time. You shouldn't have no problem coming back up. That's how you came. You the closest thing, Mexican, the closest thing we got to Adam. Ain't that right? When you take them from the mud, they never sewer. Just scoop it. You just dig it out the mud. And how we understand everything? So if you don't believe that Adam came from the earth and from the mud, all you got to do is look at Mexicans. Isn't that right? Watch a Mexican when they're born. No offense if you're Mexican. That's just the truth. No, I'm saying you ain't trying to offend nobody. You just trying to, want everybody to try to get along. Ain't that right? That's how we work. All right, we're going to get ready to sound the Chata Sarah so we can get ready to go down there. I wasn't married to my wife. I wouldn't have these knee problems. Go ahead. All right. Although that are able. God almighty. Ooh. Won't he do it? Most High, Kudash Abba, which is the separated Father, I do thanks for all you've done and you granted unto us, allowing us to be here another Yom, which is the day and the Layla, in which you've given us an opportunity to make right whatever we hadn't gotten right the Yom before. All the Tudah, which is a thanksgiving for the recalm that you showed unto us, which are your mercies, through Yahushua HaMashiach, his Mut, his death, his Kum, his arise, from his Ahab, his affection, from his Shama, which is his obedience or his hearing, for all that he's done and demonstrated and manifested, that we might have a right to the As of Kai, which is the tree of life. Ask you to blot out all our kata, sin, my all transgressions, before it's everlasting too late, of the Abbas, which is of the fathers, and of the Benin, and of us before it's everlasting too late. Baraka Jerusalem, which is bestow a gift upon your Shamim and your Sabut, your Ra'ah and your Malaki, which are your shepherds and your messengers. Those we commit to you in Palau. They ask us to Palau with them and for them that support your Dabarim, which is your word. Baraka, the out-of-towners, that strengthen and encourage them. Those behind prison walls and bereaved. The married, the single, the separated, the sick, the afflicted, war-stricken country, disease and pestilence, earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes and floods. We just ask you to be Nakum under your arm, which is your people. Make us a Gui, which is a nation whose understanding is of your Debar, of your word, who you are Halal, which is that you guide, teaching us, limiting us, how we ought to halak, which is how to walk. Purify us and open our lives, our minds, and the lives of our hearts before it's too late, that we might get an understanding. And as we prepare to move further, we ask you to take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praises, the kabod, the glory, and the kabah, the honor, in the Shem, which is the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, which is the anointed one. Let us all say, Amen. Oh. Woo. I heard last night, Layla, maybe Dwayne done found him a friend.
Sir.
Don't screw this up. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Don't play like it, boy. You ugly. You ain't got many chances out here. You gotta strike while you can. How many of y'all know he ugly? That man told me, oh, I know you just be talking. I can't be lying now. Nah, he's not ugly. I ain't gonna say that. He just don't look good. That's the way you gotta do it. No, you can't say stuff trying to kill people. And we definitely ain't trying to do that. Ain't that right? They're not attractive. No. No, it's somebody for somebody, everybody. It is. It ain't just about look. One thing, if time keep going, shoot. Subject to get laid. Just people get tired of holding out. Ain't that many pretty people left in the world. So you on deck. Nah, he all right. There's somebody's eyes. I can see. Isn't that right? But you know, a woman sees something different than a man see. That's true. They'll be like, you know, if you look at, men don't look at an ugly woman and think about her personality. Once her face ugly, we don't care about her personality. That nice personality don't work for nobody. You want a nice personality, you ugly, go to the zoo where they open up the cage and people can walk in and pet you. Nobody care about that. Men don't care about that stuff. That's women's stuff. They know the women do this. They be saying, well, this way he treat me. I would never know how ugly a woman treats you. Because I'm not interested to find out. Ain't that right? I'm too worried about that stuff rubbing off on the pillow. There's a lot of stuff you got to worry about. It's the truth, though, ain't it? But it is. How many men, looks don't matter to them, you look at the personality? Yeah? 1, 2, and both of them drunk. That don't make sense. I mean, everybody just look, I don't want to look at you. I'll pull the cover back while you sleep and just check. See if you sleep ugly. I check my wife and I want to know if she slob. She try to tuck and roll herself up and cover. No, I got to pull that cover down and look. Make sure ain't nothing going on in the night I need to know about. Y'all don't do that. You don't check nobody while they sleep. Yeah. You need to. Y'all think that's a sin or something? How many of y'all do that? They just peek and look. Hold on, Sandy pointing at Daddy. That's what I do. Daddy said he wake up and he got a black crust on the other side of the pillow. He out of there. He said went to sleep. She was done there white. Isn't that right? Wake up and she was blacker than the Cadillac. Then something out of there. Y'all don't do that. Then my wife, she'll secretly poo that night. And she'll poo to stay asleep. I said, nigga, I know good well. I said, no. That stuff don't work. Don't try to act like you, no. I don't care how sleep. You know when you poo at nighttime. You know that. She'll say that. She was sleeping, man. I said, I said, no, nigga, that's a poop. There's no way you still, how many of y'all pooed in the sleep and you ain't know it? Poop wake you up. Poop one of the strongest elements out there. And then you poo and you smell it, you say, get them out of here. This is bad right here. Then you know, don't move, because that's going to make it worse. If you pull that thing, come through that cup, and you hit that cut thing, what you say? Just don't move. Then she's like, you make me sick. I'm a little sick myself right now. I just smell I'm a little sick myself. So I guess we both normal. But anytime she do it, she'll play. She say, oh, that's air. I don't know where that came from. And like, so what you think mine be? She had a logical, just educated. She said, oh, what is air? That's not. She do it. She be like, you got to think, you like, poop is air. Poop is air that's blown across a turd. Yep. That's all it is. If it's not, listen, in your stomach, people don't know, it's a turd dangler. There's always a turd dangler. Yep. So when poop just have, and it just hit the turd. before it comes. That's all it is. If you take an ice cube and sit in front of a fan, you let a fan blow. You put an ice cube, you'll feel the coolness of the air. So when you put that turd in there, and it hit that turd, and that's how it come out. That's a science project. Now what you can do is you can take a turd and tie it up, and you can put it in front of the fan, and you just see when it blow how you smell it. That's the same thing. Them kids think, don't do that unless you at white people's house. Then run, because you're going to jail. Destruction of property. All right, this is Romans 15:5. We're using Beth Mashiach for those that want to help me out, because they say I got knowledge. What was it? I got knowledge and wisdom. And then sometimes when I'm reading this, I'm using my knowledge, I ain't using my wisdom. Then I got wisdom, then my knowledge. So, oh, you know you got knowledge, but then the wisdom. So I'm there, but he further, and he can take me further. That's just the con nigga stuff right here again. Y'all niggas go con somebody else with that stuff. Call Jake now. Maybe they want you to help them. They be having so much knowledge, but can't nobody follow. I don't know. These people don't believe this is a skill. Mm-hmm. It's a skill to be able to speak and teach people, and then to be able to gather people. Even false prophet, it's a skill. You just, people say they manipulate, they do, but it's still a skill. You got a lot of people manipulate people, they don't get as many as some of the other ones. It's a skill. At the same time, I just look at being gifted enough, Yahuah Baraki enough. My whole thing is to make sure we understand what we're hearing. Y'all got it? Because you can recite words, but actually grasping the meaning and the power behind the word is what we look at, really enriching ourselves to be the people we designed to be. I mean, you can read this, and a lot of us have read this same book for years, the King James Version, and heard similar contrast to what we're reading now. There are some similarities with it, but we just didn't grasp the concept. It's things I think about, things I've read, things I consider through experience. And then, and I tell you about trying to put yourself in a situation to try to understand what they saw and how and what was their perception. Like sometimes I might mention something and I use a lot of carnal analogies simply because we are carnal people first, okay? We weren't spiritual beings, we're carnal people that's trying to obtain the knowledge of who we are and where we derive from and what's the purpose, what's our purpose, and then what's this expectation of us, you know what I'm saying? You can give a person their purpose, but then you have an expectation at the same time. I've seen teachers, they'll give out tests, and the test designed to see where you are and the purpose to pass them, but then they might not have an expectation for you to make an A. All I want you to do is just get so many right. I'm not counting on you to get everything right, but with Mr. Yahuah, his expectation for us to get it all right, okay? So what we'll do, we talked about before, to get an understanding. We talked about with the basic skills, the basic. Here. Here's the mark. So we make this the mark, okay? This will be the mark. So when we look at this, we'll use this basic skill the same way for Mr. Yahuah. At a certain period of time, they came up with the concept saying at a certain age or accumulation of time or knowledge or grade, you should be able to. This is an expectation, okay? Some people will meet and go beyond. Some people will come here. Some people will come here, here, and here, okay? Y'all got me? So what are we looking at is we're trying to meet the basic standard. When I say the basic standard, and the reason why I call it the basic, because everybody has to meet it that's gonna be saved. Okay, when I'm saying basic, I don't want to say that you have to make this in order for you to be saved. Okay? The people Here, 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 and here are people that did what? Stopped, fell away, didn't endure. These are people that missed the mark. Missed the mark. You know what we'll call that? Chata. That's what it is. Chata basically sin is missing the mark. That's what it is. You missed the mark. When he told Adam of every ox in the garden he could freely eat, but in the yum that he would eat of the ox that he told him not to eat of, that he would surely moot, which means at this point you missed the mark. You missed the basic standardized standard set. I want to say standard set. Well, yeah, standard set that everybody's got to meet. Everybody's got to meet. What we're looking at, we may call basic, and I just put here for basic because I used that because they had a basic skill test. Everybody got to meet the mark. If you're not where you need to be, that's Chata, because you missed the mark. You know, if you didn't pass the basic skill test, you couldn't graduate. You could not graduate. You had to pass that test. You cannot make it in the Malkuth Elohim if you don't meet these minimum requirements. Hello? Everybody got to endure. Everybody got to suffer. We all got the same protocol. Nobody has anything different. Nobody have a less standard they got to meet. It's the same standard for everybody. So when you don't meet it, you miss the mark, which means you commit Chata. People say it's wrong. We could look at it as if a person is traveling on a road. How many of y'all traveled somewhere before? How many of you guys in traveling have gone and say you made the wrong turn? And you say, you know what, I missed my stop. Or well on the bus and you didn't pull I missed my stop. Or I missed my turn because I kept going. You missed the mark. Now, two things about it. You can do this intentionally or unintentionally. And you ain't gonna believe it. You still missed the mark. That's sin. Sin is still recognized whether you were knowledgeable of it or not knowledgeable. Okay? That's just it. You still missed the mark, whether intentional or not. I missed my stop. Does that mean you didn't miss it because you didn't purposely do it? Or you still missed it? You still missed it. Some people look and say, I'm going to go down and look further and realize they were wrong because they had their own way. Even the book described that there is a way, the rock that seemed right, but the end thereof, you ain't going to believe it. Adam and Yahuah, who they call Adam and Eve, could tell you it seemed right. But they missed the mark. Y'all got it? So I think if we kind of look at things in a certain way, and it gives us a different perspective of how we perceive things. You missed the mark. That's what they would know. We missed it. Now our goal now is not to miss it. You know, when these people go out and claim they go out of space and come back in, they wait for a certain time period. They said they can enter back in. And you can miss that window. And that's what we're trying not to do. We're not trying to miss this opportunity. When they told us, let me say, listen, we'll start here, we'll go. Let's see how this work out. Listen. 15 and 5, listen.
You want 4?
Hold on. 4. I was like, goodness, something happened. All right, listen, 15 and 4, listen.
For whatever Nikata before.
For whatever was written before.
Nikata for our alignment.
It was written to teach us.
That we through endurance.
We talked about before, going through without makes a big difference. Being able to endure without, because guess what happens if we give away? You missed the mark. You missed the mark. Think about it, he told them. He didn't want them to turn to the right. So just say if I turn to the right, what I do? You said turn back. Go back straight. Okay. I'm gonna put a check by your name. I'm gonna put your name on the board, Ed. It's been a while. I'm gonna put your name not on the board, is it? Your name gonna go on the board and a special player gonna put a check. Well, you can't turn back. But the problem becomes, well, I would say, the turning back is still in representation that, or it still signifies that I got off the path, I missed the mark. You continue, it was about him leading them. And when he halal, which was to guide them, they weren't supposed to turn. That was your order. His expectation was for you not to turn. But you turned. Y'all got it? When it came to the debar, what were you not supposed to do? Turn. Add or take away. Now just say, I'm thinking what he was really trying to say. I'm either going to deplete or I'm going to put something with it, which means you're going to miss the mark. See, what happened with people sat down and everybody tried to, I guess, get everything down to such a commonality for them, or similar, or, something that fits them when it comes down to the debar, that they'll just kind of, just rearrange some things to, to make it fit them. That's not our goal. Our goal is to get down to the simplest form of understanding that what sin is for us is you miss the mark. There are expectations that's given to all of us. That's the whole purpose when he gave us the debar. He gave us the Torah, the laws, he gave us the statutes, and he gave us the judgment. It was so you would know what to do. If you missed the mark, then you broke one of the commandments that you were ordered, which is an order. Commandment is an order. It's not a like or not like or whatever you feel like. That's an order. And then the statutes are the way we are to govern ourselves. Y'all got, and then the judgments come down for, this is the punishment for these actions of behavior. Hello? When he had Adam in the garden, Adam, he said, was not too for Adam to do what? What was he going to do? Make him something appropriate. When we heard help meet, old preachers would teach you, that's like, help, a help meet was like, help the end meet, like you take two and put it, help the end, help me make, like, say, we got a bill, it's $100, I got 50. My wife got 50. That's her being a help me. That's not. See, it makes sense if you're going to try to do that, because you're talking about help meet me, meet me somewhere to help me out. He's thinking carnally and thinking he has the rationality, but no, what he was talking about here, he was talking about making what was appropriate. And when you look at making, he actually built. He actually built him.
That's right.
That's what he did. He built him. What was appropriate for him. If you take anything other than that, you contrary. You miss the mark. If you take anything other than a woman for a man, you miss the mark. That's sin. That's Chata.
That's right.
That's what he said, and that standard has been set since beginning. He was never going to alter that or change that. Until a man get his companion and do the same thing you were supposed to do with a shah, a woman. These were standard, and this was a statute. Y'all got it? These were statutes. These were things. And then when he told her that they were supposed to create pari. Who does that? Pari. Trees, plants produce it. So you were going to do the same thing they do. You were going to produce. So there could be a continuation, the noon. Y'all got it? So these were statutes, how things, just like when he put the arts down. Listen, you're going to continue. These trees that are here are mimicking the arts that were here before them, that produce pari. You can't find an apple tree yet that produce plums. Only man can come along and change that.
Yeah.
And say today though, none of the trees, none of the giraffes can turn to elephants. No squirrel can turn to a hippopotamus. Cause the daytimes has changed and God's word changed and interpretation. Everybody doing the same thing they've been doing. Everything that continue except for unashamed, mankind. Because man constantly tries to find a way to reason or rationale his dysfunctionality. That's something we're not trying to do. We're trying to make sure that we interline ourselves with. Y'all got it? That's right. We're trying to make sure, just like when you interpret something, we talked about one of the key principles, the first thing is to become fluent in the language that you're trying to change, okay? We're trying to change ourselves, correct? Then we need to become fluent in what we're trying to change it into. So we'll have an understanding. Y'all got it? You got to. Then we got to go, like I say, apples for apples. Got it? Our behavior has to be equivalent to what he's actually prescribed us to do. Versus, well, today people don't do that. Today things are different. Man will always try to use that for his rationality. But the bar never changes. Y'all got way prescribed. It's still good for today. 2,000, 4,000 come out. It's still going to be the same. Because it's just an order that we set to walk. No, well, we don't drive horses no more. And your mom ain't screwing your dad no more. Does that change the order? It does not change the order. A car is still mobile. It's still an order and a discipline, he said. People try to change things. They didn't have TVs back then. Even Daoud said he was set no Russia thing before his own. Before TV came, he said he wouldn't do it. There's no way to take on conversation and take on surroundings of other people and you don't adapt to it. You know what happens when you watch creatures? Creatures adapt to their habitat. They do. They'll fit into their habitat. There are creatures that fur and skin will mimic the surroundings around them. Simply because they're there. There are some animals and some reptiles and insects that will even take on the color of leaves or branches so they'll fit in. Don't you know people do the same thing? He told you that if Kataim, sinners, entice thee, why? Because you'll fit in, you'll start to mimic, and you'll look just like your surroundings. That's why I told her that there should be a difference in between
Clean and unclean.
the Kudash, the clean, and the Rasha for the unclean. He said there should be a difference. And that's what we're trying to establish and not take on this mindset of it don't matter where you go, it don't matter what you do, you still say. He knows there's an order. And now you starting to, you ain't gonna believe it. You're starting to lean your own understanding. You're starting to lean. He said, all your Dirac, you're supposed to acknowledge him. And you ain't gonna believe what he'll do. Al-Halal. Al-Halal. See, the Muslim take halal, and it means food sanctioned to eat. That's what you'll find Islam people, it'll say halal bread, halal meat. That means for them, when they look and they see halal, that means it's sanctioned to eat. That Allah, for them, has said this is good, this is too. For us, it's the dabar. They took it from you. They took it from you, whatever he sanctioned. And that's what we look at. He sanctioned our behavior. So we look for what's kudash. Y'all got what's separated, because we're a separated people. And if other animals and people adapt to their habitats and surroundings, shouldn't we do the same? There's a purpose of why you put certain people together. There's a reason why he did, because your effect, you're hoping the effect is that everybody will come into that same knowledge. Everybody will start to come in that same behavior. Let me tell you what happened in school. And I'm sure some more of y'all, the kids won't acknowledge it probably now, but we be in school, you be playing. That's a different thing. Take your desk and move your desk back down.
That's right.
Watch that. You heard that before on a TV show somewhere. Me and you both. So, because guess what happened? That's right. Either you're a distraction or this area. And in order to see where the problem is, I'm going to move you. And sometimes they'll put you somewhere else to try to alter your behavior. I notice when you sat by this person, this is where I'm having to do this. I want your new, I hate this, your new desk going to be. Because let me tell you, when I used to come to class, you come in, first day of school, I'm looking for my nigga. Sit back here by them. Then some teachers said, what we're going to do, we're going to do a science seat. Then why y'all ran in, let's see where it's going.
That's right.
You thinking of science seats? What kind of food is this? I'm trying to sit by my friend. I know, a science seat. I'm put you by a nerd and a doofball. So I make sure you even call no problem. That dirt ball, that dude might be getting hit or spitball or something, but it'll soon die out after a while. Mm-hmm. Because the goal is to try to deter you from your behavior. Well, it's the same thing Elohim is trying to do with us. The severity of the punishment that he gives us is supposed to make us look at, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Simply because we look at what we're about to do or contemplating doing, when you look at what's the severity of it, you're like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense to do it. The severity too high. If you feel like there's no consequences, you talking gonna put your name on the board. Really? I had teachers, they said you talk, they first put your name on the board, then we give you a check. After so many checks, you out of there. All right, go ahead and put my name up here, because we getting that. That was just in me. That's automatically. Go ahead and throw the name on the board. And the check, then you start like getting crucial now. And then there's going to be a call home where now I'm starting, but the first few warnings ain't enough to stop you. Mr. Yahuah put down a stamp that's so with such a severity, the first signs of it is enough to make a person look at, I don't want to do it. It ain't worth it. At the end of the day, look at the cause. We're talking about somebody that's talking about cutting me off forever. You understand? From what it said, from Mr. I'm used to somebody to put my name on the board, maybe talk to me before they tell, all right, next time put your name on the board. Got a little room to play. Name ain't on the board yet. Never messed around and messed around. They look around like, huh? How my name get on the board? For asking, that's a check. You say, oh, this thing done went bad. I went from a warning name and then got a check for asking. When you know how your name got there, then you want to holler at somebody else, and the whole time it's you. So it's that important and imperative that we get understanding on. Rabbi E started for what they call Wednesday, when they come and she. We started talking about the importance of not being able to go back. And that's where we have to be in our servitude. Where we at right now, we're in a state where we already look at, when Ed said something, I said, well, he talked about not turn. I said, I go right. He said, then turn back. He's already looking for a way out versus let's not even do this, so there's no reason to turn back. Y'all got it? And once we start looking at how he talked about it for years, people try to rationalize how he talked about the person that's born of Elohim cannot commit kata. And then he started to talk about why, because that seed is in it. And if that seed take root, there's no way for him to go back. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Even the book tell us, let's see, we'll finish this, Mike, where we go. For whatever Nikatab was written before was Nikatab to limit us, to instruct us, so that through endurance, going without giving way. The purpose of not giving way, because that means I'm missing the mark. Okay? And through
the coon
consolation of
it to be
we might
have your call.
Or tikva. They want to use tikva, however they want to, what floats your boat. At the end of the day, I'm expecting something. I'm expecting something. I remember, boy, Wednesdays, my mama cooked Sunday night dinner get cooked Saturday night. So you got to eat Sunday. You're going to eat Sunday. You're going to have roast, pig feet and stuff. You're going to eat that. You're going to eat that Sunday, Monday. They ain't going nowhere. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, they got to get ate. Wednesday, she coming home with a Decatur burger. Boy, that thing used to be swat. She make it. Boy, had the Decatur burger. That thing was fat. Man, son, I come from school. We been my buddy, and he said, man, go by your mama's job, man. Get one of them burgers. We parked right by there, too, try to get one of them burgers. The only thing we come there, because I was expecting Wednesday, we supposed to get that Decatur burger. With them big old fat french fries, them big old fat french fries. Yeah, that thing, that was righteous. So we had expectations, and that's what we're aiming for now. We have to set ourselves for an expectation, right? Based upon a premise of actions. I weren't just out of the way just thinking, because this was sometimes customary for her. I cooked, they ate that, I'll break it up for Wednesday. I'll cook something for Thursday. Friday they'll eat out, Saturday eating fish, so it was like a ritual. So you already pretty much knew the schedule. How many of y'all knew y'all parents' schedule, how y'all ate for the week? That's how it was gonna be. Sunday, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, we're gonna get a Decatur burger. Sometimes, ain't all the time, but when he good. Back when Jesus was real. You were getting the cater burger. And that Thursday, she cooked something that just be for Thursday, because Friday we ain't eating it. Friday is McDonald's, Church of Chicken, or Kentucky Fried Chicken. Saturday might be fish, and she might make one of them homemade hamburgers. You be thinking, one from McDonald's. and she cut that cheese uneven, melt on that. It be good, but it ain't the McDonald's one. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the right way. Don't cut up no potatoes. I need them in a box with an emblem on it.
That's right. That's
All
right.
French fries. You'll get that shit. How many kids know all French fries come in a box with an emblem?
That's right.
With the M, you know what I'm saying? That's how they came.
That's right.
Isn't that right? You come with an emblem and they stick straight up. They don't lay down on your plate unless you pour them out there. They fall out in the bag.
That's right.
So all these things you start to set yourself off basis of constant occurrences so you become familiar with. Well, that's what we got to do when it comes down to Mr. Yahuah. We got to learn how to become familiar based off a set of occurrences. Then looking at what sparks these occurrences, because he has a pattern. And when you miss patterns for him and you break protocol, he look at you miss the mark. Now this expectation of what you were looking for, you won't be getting at because you missed the mark. You know that some things have been altered. And this is usually how things work. But then you have to start looking at there are some other things that can happen that can change that. Now, our expectation is based upon here. We want to be saved. This is what we're using. The Nakum, the constellation of these writings, gives us that expectation. Now, what are the criteria of what we have to do in order for us to obtain that? Well, he's given us some rules of what we have to do when it comes to us being born again. Being born again. They talked about Nicodemus before. Some call him Nicodemus, but that's somebody different. That's somebody who ain't brushed their teeth in a long time. Naked demons. We're talking about Nicodemus. So now he wanted to know about going back when he talked to him about being born again. We understand that Nicodemus understood everything from a physical sense, and yet he was a ruler. Why didn't he jump right out and he said, oh, you want me to be born of the Spirit? No. The only thing he knew about birth is passing from and through the tunnel of the womb. He said, so I have to go back and do this same cycle again. No, I'm talking to you about a different ritual, but a similar birth. Just like when a baby comes out, the celebration is because the baby new. The baby is new. Isn't that right? And we are checking that baby for when the doctor get them, they're doing a bunch of series of things they're doing. They're giving shots right off the rip because we're trying to prevent common things that can happen. During this, during the birth, during the early time but the early time of the child's birth. And coming up, they're giving shots. They're going through inspecting. They're going to check the eye. They're going to check for other things. They're going to get a baby pops or hits because they're trying to check to see do the baby react to certain things. They're trying to see if it's things that need to be adjusted and changed immediately before things get too late or get out of hand. So these are the same things he's trying to do. There are some things that we go through once we're born again. There are some things we have to go through and it's got to be examined and make sure it's right. To make sure there's no defect, things that can be a hindrance later on in life. So you start setting these protocols of people, relationships, and other things you have to start to consider and things you got to stay away from because these things can, what they say, stunt your growth. They can hurt you. The book told you to grow. Well, growing is important for people that's farmers. They don't see growth from things they planted. Then, people call it a dud seed. You put something that don't work, it's a dud. So now he started talking about growing kind. And
Knowledge.
What determines the growth of a plant? Water, sun, soil, all these things help determine. So there are some things that's essential for you in order to help you grow. Do you just grow because he said it? Things don't grow. That means that nature has to favor it. You go and you get something, you say, whoa, this thing, no, it's sweet. And you'll say simply because you've tasted a variety of, and you can tell the difference and tell this one is a little sweeter. People don't typically say it, but they recognize what you do. Nature had favored this one. because of where it's at, because of what it's been receiving. Nature's favored it. Well, that's what we looked at with Yahushua.
That's right.
We was able to tell by him and his growth and his information and just how vital he was, and how even the book said, taste and see that Yahuwah was kind, that he was gracious. Some even say too, but it's talk about taking that he was kind, he was gracious. We could tell that he was favored not only by Yahuwah, he was even favored among unashamed. His conversation. You know he grew in that favor? You hear about people hating, but it also told you he got favor too. Hello? Here you are in the courtroom and somebody sitting here on the court, on appellate court, on Supreme Court, sit here and they put out something for you, you got favor with these people. And that's what we're trying to do, make things favor us. But there are some things that have to happen. Why do you think he put them in Jerusalem? Mizraim, you had to go and carry water to get there. What if somebody don't feel like carrying it? What if one of them pipes burst? But what if I put you somewhere while you waiting on it to do a shamayim? What you get somewhere, I put you somewhere where the shamash just really focuses in down there. So it give you the proper amount and what you need. We taking pills for vitamin D now. You wouldn't do that in Mizraim. It favored you. I put you somewhere where things favored you. I put you here where arts were already established. Who are you mimicking? Adam. How many trees did he plant? None. Absolutely none. When he got there, they were already there.
That's right.
Same thing he did to them. And called them Yasharal. You rule just like I do.
That's right.
They were mimicking somebody. When I put you here, it was already established. So when Yahuwah talked about us, he talked about how the Rosha is going to have all this stuff. You remember he said that? But what did he say about the Sadiq?
We're going to wear it.
He said we were going to go get it for them.
Nope.
He said they're going to have it, but I'm going to take it for them and you're going to get it. We saw this before. When we took Mizraim, it was Canaan. It was already a place inhabited by. It was a people already there, had already put the labor in. But we came and we took it. Hello?
That's right.
Wow. That's amazing. We went into a city and we bid our shalom to them people and they didn't bid us back. Then we go ahead and we kill the people and take it.
That's right. That's right.
It was to their favor. Mr. Yahuwah sat thing what thing favored us. But then we lost that because we wound up mixing ourselves in with other people.
Yeah. That's
Y'all
right.
got it?
Right.
Okay. Don't worry about it. See if that Abari 2 and 1 before we move forward. What we're trying to do is meet the basic standards he said. Of course we're looking to go beyond. Before we go beyond, let's do that first. Let's at least hit him.
That's right. That's right.
I remember one time, old friend of mine, we started preaching together. I remember one time the choir got some suits. We had to go get some suits. We was in there, and they found a place gonna give us all the suit, the men's suit, $99. And we went in there, we got measured, got the suit, and him about 200, they was some big fella. There's a big fella. That man told he said, man, it's a deal here. Man, we getting these suits here now. That man said, ho. He said, ho. That man said, I can't give you them suits for no $99. That man said, ho, man. He said, you know how much material that is? He did this. The man told him, listen, so someone was saying we got to take them in. You know how you put them on, they in exact fit sometimes. You got to take them in. He said, yeah, you're going to want to take this one in. He said, that man said, hold on, baby, do that. He said, you go ahead and you pay for it. And you lose that weight you told you're going to lose, then I'm going to take it in. He said, I'm not going to take this suit in, and you ain't paid for it, and you ain't lost that weight, and you talking about you ain't going to pay me. And that's what happened to us sometimes. We talking about how far we're going to go and where we're going to be, and we hadn't done it yet. So we just go ahead and meet the standards, he said. Mr. Yahuwah provide the rest. All right, let's see. This is Abari, they call Hebrews 2 and 1. All right, listen.
Therefore, we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we may drift away.
Hold on for a minute. Therefore, we have to pay more attention. Earnest heed, I think we said more serious state of mind. He said, therefore, we have to pay more attention. If we had to pay more attention, why would you make the statement like that? Yeah, it's been a lack. we thought we were conscious of, but we weren't. They're saying we need to pay more attention. This could be based upon some events that happened, watching some other people get taken down, and we didn't get taken with them and realize, you know what, I should have been in that number. You know what, it's that critical to pay attention. But seeing other things happen, other people cut off, other people dissipate, and you start realizing, therefore we should pay more attention, which we have Shama, lest at we may miss the mark. And that's what some of y'all do, y'all drill. You know how you drill? You're not paying attention. I been on my phone telling I look, and that quick you look, and your tire off the road. You say, oh goodness. You started drifting. That quick. Mm-hmm. And that's how we understand it. You'll have wood sometimes come up and get tangled up, you fish and catch a line, or they call it driftwood. It's just out there on its own, it just go wherever. And sometimes that's how we'll be, we won't be careful. So we come and we sat down and hit the ball, we can't take it as though it's a given. It's not a given, because everybody don't get to hear it. And everybody here don't actually comprehend it. When Yahushua spoke to him, as much knowledge and information he had, and as a great orator as he was, yet there were people that couldn't. He would tell them, he that had an ear to hear.
Let him hear.
And you think people sitting there with ear time, that's kind of stupid. I got ears to hear. No, you don't. You got ears, but you're not actually comprehending what I'm saying. Right. So I'm only talking to people that got ears to actually comprehend. Y'all got it? Who can allow it to go into an essential part of their minds and in their heart where they'll consider. A lot of people hear me, but they don't take it in the way of consider because they don't obey. That's why Yahuah said they have not all obeyed. What did he say before that, after that? Before? Which means, he asked, how would you believe a report you ain't heard? He's talking about people that heard something, but then he realized they hadn't obeyed, so they don't actually have ears to hear. So we're actually trying to have ears to hear and the to actually see, that we can take on and understand appearances. Y'all got it? That we can actually gather knowledge. We got all the essential tools we need to understand Yahuah. Y'all got it? Everything he done established, he told you, I'm going to give you a lemon after my own law. That's what we're going to feed you with. Y'all got it? You got 5 senses, then we can work and make sense out of this. We're looking at, therefore, we ought to pay more attention to the things we heard, lest at any time we may drift away. It says slip. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. Before you know it, it's out of your hands. Somebody said they had the perfect girl, perfect man, and guess what here? I let them get away. Let them slipped away. Y'all got it? Mm-hmm. Let's see what he told us. 4.
If the debar spoken by Malachi was steadfast,
for messages was confirmed. Go ahead.
And every ma'al and disobedient received a sadak recompense of reward.
See that? And every transgression, which should be ma'al, what do you put? Pusha. And disobedience received his punishment as a trial. That's what happened. It's going to come back up. It's coming back up for everybody in here, everybody watching in. Everything we've done, everything we're doing going to come back up. That's why you got to start listening. Your people, your association, the things you do, because it's going to come back up at trial. Hello? Even the book told us that we all had to appear before that's right, the mashpat alahim, to give an account to the deed that were done in the body, Pasal. He said whether they were tube or Russia. That's what he said. He said we all got to do it. So since we got to do it and you know it's coming, don't it make sense for you to make preparation and make sure you're not going to be in a state of condemnation? That's right. Because he said your disobedience received the punishment, his punishment as a trial. Let's see. Verse 3.
How shall we escape?
How shall we escape?
If we neglect so great Yeshua.
Let's see, if we do not pay attention to such great salvation.
Which at the first
yes,
began to be spoken by Yahuah
through the Adon
and was confirmed unto us.
Hold on for a second. Oh yeah, I wasn't looking down there. I got you. Okay. It was confirmed to us by those
that shama him.
that heard him. That was the confirmation. It was first spoken by Yahuah, and it was confirmed to us by those that heard him. That's what he told us. That's how important it is for us to pay attention. Let's look at something since we read that. See if that's Allah Shemut, they call Hebrews, Exodus, chapter 20. Oh, 2017. All right. All right, listen.
Thou shalt not covet thy Ra'ah's best. Thou shalt not covet thy Ra'ah's Ashah, nor his Ish Abad, nor his Ashah Abad, nor his olive, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy Ra'ah.
Okay.
And all the arms saw the thunderings and the
Perceived.
lightnings and
They
the
perceived.
and the lightnings and the noise of the shofar and
They
the
heard the
harsh
call.
smoke.
Hold on, the noise, yeah. What's that? Call.
And when the arms saw it, they removed and stood afar off. And they said unto Moshe, Speak thou with us,
Do what now?
speak thou with us,
What happened?
and we will shama. But let not Elohim speak with us,
Less.
we mute.
That's right.
And Moshe said unto the arm, Yara not, for Elohim is come to prove you, and that his Yara may
Test
be
you.
before your panim, that ye kata not.
See that? So now he told us about, therefore we ought to pay more. What happened? Attention to what? Why? Unless any time we drift, we start missing the mark. Hello? Therefore, we ought to pay more attention to what we've heard. Lest at any time we should drift. For if the Dabarim spoken by were confirmed, and if every transgression and disobedience wind up coming up at trial, punishment got his part at trial. He want to know how were we going to escape? How were we going to get away if we neglect? You know, they take people kids for neglect. They'll take pets for neglect. He said we neglect, which at the Rosh, begin to be marked by him. And it was confirmed unto us. That's right. Musha said the same thing that he said. Everybody said the same thing that he said.
Right.
Let's see, can they escape? See if that's the 30th chapter, 33rd chapter of the same book, Allah Shemut. Let's see, that's what I want. 30, 31, let's see. Let's see, 33 and 1. No, so 31, see if it's Allah Shemut. See 32. 32 and 1. And we'll move around a little bit. Listen.
And when the arm saw that Mushah delayed to come down out of the Har, the arm gathered themselves together unto Aharon, and said unto him, Up, make us Elohim, which shall go before us. For as for this Mushah, the Ish that brought us up out of the bed of Mizraim, we wot not what is become of him.
That's good. You notice something that they had a pattern they realized though? They weren't going to put the Elohim in front and behind them. They knew it was going to be in front of them. People have a knowledge. They wanted to go before them. That's what Yahuah did for us. Hello? Hold what you saying. Hold what you got. See if that's Uyakra. Hello. I'm thinking 23:14. No. That one, 24. I'm thinking 24, 23. My boy. 20. What judges go to? 24? Let me see if it's 24:13. 24:14. No. He told me, behold, I sent a Malachi before them. Why am I thinking? Allah Shamut 23. 23:13. Appreciate it. Allah Shamut. Then we'll come back. (23:14). Allah Shamut, they call Exodus. Listen. 20. 14, he started dealing with them. They're supposed to do their appearances, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 20. 23:20. That based off of kind of what they were saying, though. This is what he said.
Behold,
What you doing?
I send the Malachi before
You doing,
thee.
hold on, you doing what now?
I send the Malachi
Where?
before thee.
To do what?
Keep thee in the Darak.
To guard you in the Darak. And
To bring thee into the Malkum,
which?
I have prepared.
You see why it was a transgression for them to go back? Because that's what these people understood. Look at a mighty one to do. That's somebody that leads you, to guide you. That's what you'll do when it come down to different prize or different animal. They'll put one, the mightier, the stronger one gonna lead them.
Right.
In the elephant clan, they put them in the front of them. That's who's gonna lead them.
Right.
And that job is to take them to the place they're supposed to go. People don't know elephants take a pilgrimage every year. And when the matriarch dies or the monarch dies, all they do is the second one, the next one steps up.
That's right.
Where did they get that from? It's time. When Mushah moved, they told Yahushua to come forth. He said, my boy Mushah has moved. And said, just like when I was with him, I'll be with you also. Do you know how elephants make their pilgrimage? Off of memory.
That's right.
They constantly go the same path. Listen, the path never changes. So when the next matriarch steps up, it's the same path. It's not a new, hold on the matriarch, all of a sudden, I just know things. No, it's a path they've already been following.
That's right.
Same thing with us. So now he told them that, behold, he's going to send a Malachi before him. And the person was going to be was to guard them. It was going to be to make sure they kept them in the way. So even after they looked at Mushah had moved, they had enough sense to realize they needed somebody, a mighty one in front of them to lead them, to take them back to the place. They knew, they just show you that people are not all the way ignorant as people thinking.
Right.
They knew they needed something in front of them, and it wasn't them.
Right.
Someone greater than them to take them back to a place.
That's right.
They weren't saying, let's make gods. Let's just sit around here and play. No, we need something to lead us.
Right.
We need direction. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
That's what people know. The problem becomes they forgot. They let slip what they heard. They let it slip. Y'all see that? They let it slip. He said, behold, I done put my mouth to keep it for you. And it's supposed to guard you to keep you in the way. And I need you to do something. Let's see, what was it? What is it?
And to bring thee into the Malchum, which I have prepared. Beware of him.
Take heed to yourselves, not to him. You be conscious and mindful of your behavior before him, and
Obey his call.
shama his call, his sound. Because that voice got just like, you know, your parents, Alice, get in here. What you think? Oh, my dad want to play with me. You say, what you start thinking? What I did? What he done found out? He said, you need to be mindful. You need to take heed to yourself now. And you need to listen not only to his voice, but you need to pay attention to the sound. When the people heard the Torah for the first time from Yahuah, what made them afraid?
Sound.
The sound. He told you it was the sound of thunder. They could hear the seriousness in his voice. We'll just look at the word. That's why people think that you can play around, because they make Jesus a punk.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesus is a sweet little punk.
Yeah.
But when you hear Yahuah and really listen, how they'll try to tell you about it. They say, well, you know, in the Old Testament, they say, oh, that's what he was hard God. You know what I'm saying? That was a hard God. He wasn't like Jesus. Jesus let the kids come play with him. He was trying to show the people about them converting. But, you know, people lack understanding. They find their own rationale for whatever, you know, logic they said they have. But for us, we understood he wanted you to pay attention to the sound of his voice. That's what your ears do. Your ear is open. And even in EU, you know what he said he did with the ear?
Open it to discipline.
He opened it to discipline. You can hear the sharpness of the voice to know that this is definitely a serious person. This is not a person to be played with. Even Adam, even when he moved, he could hear when he was coming. He said, where you at? He said, man, I heard the sound how you were coming, and I knew there was a man coming to kill somebody, and I hear myself. So they could hear the distinction his coming and know from all that it was for them to pay attention to the sound. For people, how many of y'all play instruments in a band or whatever? Sound is important. Knowing percussions and other different instruments, sound is important. You can hear a flat sound, a hollow sound. All these things were important if you deal in music or you deal in instruments or whatever. Well, it was important for us to understand sound when we're dealing with Yahuah, call. It was important for us to hear the sound so we knew the urgency in the cry. Y'all hear me? Okay. Behold, he cometh, and every shall do what? And all them that pierced him shall do what? You're going to hear the sound of the people being punished. He said, listen to the sound. He said, all of them going to give out a sound. Everybody that's guilty of Mamut. Everybody that's guilty in the assassination of me, he said, you're going to be able to hear their sound. It's important for do that. Sometimes, you know what? Kid crying, you said, shut your mouth. Don't make
A sound.
because that sound is irritating you. You're sick of hearing that sound. I don't want to hear one peep out of you.
That's right.
The sound of it. Sounds significant. Okay?
That's right.
Take heed to yourselves before him and shama his
Call.
sound. Do not be the go toward who? That don't say that. Listen why. For he shall not
Pardon.
your what?
Transgression.
And that's on him? Let me ask you a question. Why would he not pardon their transgression? Because he warned you? Because you missed the mark? Why? Huh? He said he don't know how to? Well, back to what we started with in the second chapter of the book of, let's see something right quick. Second chapter of the book of Abarim. Abarim, or what they call Hebrews, Abari. Anyway, the mem is plural. Because it says Hebrews, right?
Correct.
They made it plural, or just say Hebrew.
Oh, you're right. Plural.
It's plural?
Mm-hmm.
So the Abarim, plural, the mem. Let's just look through it right quick. 2 and 1. Therefore, we have to pay more,
Attention.
which we have, lest at any time we may
Drift away.
get off from the path. Let's see what happens. For if the debar spoken through the
Malachim.
Malachims was
Confirmed.
confirmed, and every,
Transgression.
hold on for a minute. Why did he want me to pay attention to that man? He wasn't going to point my transgression. And disobedience received his
Punishment.
as.
A trial.
Let's see what he told us. Shall we, if, that's why he was trying to tell you he wasn't going to pardon you. Because you've been delivered.
Right.
He's not going to go against the book. That's the whole purpose of him giving you laws, statutes, commandments, and judgments. So you already know what the punishment was. They found a woman in the act of adultery. And you know, they came over and they brought some dice. And some playing cards. We're going to play spades and take the jokers out. And the twos are going to be just a regular two of dime and a two of spade. Why would they come and do that? To do what? He said they brought the dice and the cards to stone them. Now, why would they do that? They didn't. Why?
It wasn't the law.
That wasn't the law. The law was that you supposed to stone them till they die.
That's right.
So why was this man going to pardon you when he had the Torah, which was the law, he had the statute, and he had the judgments? The judgments already told him what to do to you. If you don't hear, if you don't obey, you don't shama, you're supposed to die.
That's right.
He's not going to move from that. He's my messenger. Why am I going to send my messenger to deliver a different message?
Right.
It don't make sense. The message he's delivering is the message I told him.
That's right.
That's why he would tell you how you ought to pay more attention.
That's right.
And they'll go and put it on the messenger. Oh, they say, kill the messenger.
Yup.
Amazing people say, no, they did to Yahushua.
Yup. That's right.
But he said, all things I heard of my Abba.
I made known unto thee.
What was he?
Yes.
He was a Malachi. He was a messenger. And they missed it.
Yeah.
Kill the messenger. That's why we had to pay more attention.
Right.
Y'all got it, because this stuff is coming back up in the trial.
Right.
The words that they tell us are not their words. These are his words.
Right.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what else he told us. Back over. Ula Shamut, 23rd chapter. I try to move y'all from here. Our goal is to get from committing kata. 23:21, Ula Shamut, they call Exodus, which means these are the names. Take heed to, not nobody. I'm paying attention to Dwayne, because Dwayne is subject to mess up any minute now. But he told me to take note of myself. You know that? And you know the same thing you told similar to this when it came down to you taking the cup.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Letter man, example. Where are we going to get that from? I'm trying to look to see what Jesse finna do, though.
Examine yourself.
I got my eyes on Jesse.
Examine yourself. Right.
You pay attention, examine yourself before him and shama his call. Do not be rebellious toward him, for he shall not pardon your since my Shem is in him. Yahushua told you I came in my Abba Shem.
That's right.
He told you we should have been paying attention.
That's right.
Not to provoke him,
That's right.
not to be angry. That's why, you know, we did kind of get him up. We were about to get him upset, but then he told us what to do to kind of. That's why we kissed him.
That's right.
He told her to kiss him lest he be angry. He told you don't want to get him. If you pissed him off, then he wasn't going to pardon.
Right.
He was not partnering. We were told to kiss him so he wouldn't be angry with us. Did y'all know that?
Yes, sir.
That's how important it is for you to know the book. Okay? Let's see what else he told us. But, at 22.
If thou shalt indeed shama his call, and do all that I speak.
So now if you should truly obey his sound and do all that.
I speak.
So why would he be letting you off if you went against the person who told him to come and tell it to you? Now you were supposed to be listening to the Malaki. The Malaki, the messenger, is supposed to be leading you and speaking to you. And yet he just clearly told you, but if you truly obey Shama, his sound, and do all that.
I say.
So if two people telling me what to do because I'm confused. Am I listening? You or him? Who am I listening to? Who lean? I'm saying I'm confused him. You said do something one thing, he's saying do something. Is that what we got him?
Nope.
Or they saying the same
Same
thing?
thing.
He just put him in conjunction with him. I just told you of a truth, do what he told you, what you're supposed to do, and do all that I say. Because he's only telling you what I told him. I gave him orders not to pardon you, not to let you off if you go against what I told you. Let's see the purpose. Verse 23.
I still got to
I'm sorry. Then
I will be an enemy
to who?
unto thine enemies,
And
an adversary
to who?
unto thine adversary.
Lord, kill all my enemies. He said, first person I need to kill is you. You're your biggest enemy because he started off and told you to take heed to yourself.
Right.
Take heed to yourself. Take heed to yourself. People quit to want him to do something for him, and he said, and you need to do all I told you.
That's right.
And if you do, I'll be an enemy to all of your enemies. And I'll be an adversary to all of your adversaries. I won't help these people, I'll be against them. Because they're against you. You're doing everything I told. The only reason these people could possibly hate you and be against you because you're doing what I told you.
Yeah.
People hate me. Why? People just don't like me. Why? I mean, people. I always bound my life. People, what you do? I mean, I steal, I lie, I cheat. But the Lord gonna fight my battle. He gonna show. Does this make sense? How many people quote the Lord? He said he'll be an enemy to my enemy. That man said, if you truly did everything I told you, we try to hold him to something when we ourselves hadn't kept nothing. And then we say, well, maybe he ain't real. Maybe the book, just a man wrote the book. Every book you got, a man wrote it. Yet we never look at the conditions of why we don't get the full effect of what he said he'll do. How we broke tradition. The people he fought for and the people he defended held to a standard. We don't do that today. Today we pick and choose what we like, when we like it, when we want to work. And when it don't work, we'll do something else and play like we don't know what the world going on. And that's why we're so ineffective today. That's why these sickness and illnesses eventually. No, that's all right. Can I get it? No, good. I seen that before though. I seen one time that man was talking to him, he was holding his baby. That man was talking, and the kid just kicked. You ever see the kid was just kicking, hitting her dad with a foot. You know, he got a hold. Baby just swinging her foot. We stand just look, he talking to me. I was standing right there. That baby's shoe fell. I was saying, mind you, I was that one I was really sick. I was standing on, so I was just looking up there. I said, that man not praying. I seen it too, but I'm watching Ivan. Like, I was not finna come way down from Shamayim to the rocks and pick that baby shoe. That baby looked like Ivan. Whatever you looking at, my shoe still down there. So I seen that before, Cam. So now we're talking about, then I shall be an enemy to your enemies and an adversary to your adversary. Let's see what he told us. For
my Malaki shall go before thee,
and
bring thee into the Amorites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Canaanites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and I will cut them off.
Completely destroy them. That's the bereft that Mr. Yahuah made with us.
That's right.
Then I'm going to cut off all your enemies. Let's see what he told you going to do.
Thou shalt not bow down to their Elohim, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt utterly overthrow them, and quick break down their images.
They're sacred pillars.
And ye shall serve Yahuah your Elohim, and he shall barak thy lakam and thy ma'im, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee.
Where was sickness at? We had to have it. We had to have it. How you gonna take it from the midst of us? That's in the middle of us. He gonna take it from the midst of us. He's talking about this is all condition, and we be praying for healing.
Yeah.
But we'll worship these people, God. We'll
Yeah.
give in these people. We'll go into these people's stuff. It'd be family member pull us in. Family member pull a lot of people in here. There's that strong got to keep that with them, and we'll let them pull us in. We done quickly told them what to do. Don't bow down to these people. They're sacred pillars.
That's right.
Tear them down. Don't acknowledge them with them. Don't worship them. He said, then I'll take it from among you. How many of y'all want to see COVID be gone? He said, I can take it from among you. He didn't tell you he's going to get rid of it altogether. He said, I'll keep it from the midst of you, though.
That's right. That's right.
I'll take it from the midst of you. See, I got your healing right here. You ain't got the vaccine right here. Here go the vaccine. Everybody tell me they want to get it. No side effects.
Yep.
You want the vaccine right here, you just got to, you can't sin.
That's right.
See, people don't want this. They want to be the lazy, go get the lazy man shot. All them people pay for that shot later.
Oh, yeah.
They'll pay, and they know they're going to pay for it. I'm talking to people giving it to them now, because there's too many debate from other people that's in the same profession with these people. They're pushing the shot saying they're completely wrong, saying they're ignoring science. You think that shot going to benefit you, and on the table, they done clearly told these people they're not going to sue none of these pharmaceutical companies. Johnson & Johnson just gave up hundreds of millions of dollars for that talcum powder mess they put with these kids.
That's right.
That's for babies.
That's right.
You couldn't get talcum powder right. Talcum powder, you put it on the breast and just woo, woo, woo. Throw it right here, pull a bit in your drawers and your pamper, and you mess that up. Now I'm gonna let you throw a needle in my arm. You just effed up this talcum powder.
That's right. That's right.
Folk got cancer and died. Babies and women. Look at the talcum powder, Johnson & Johnson. And all of a sudden you came up with a cure for COVID that ain't a cure because people got it in the hospital too. People couldn't be that done. Look at these folks track record. Moderna, all these folks ain't never made a, look, I'm gonna say these folks ever made a medication. First medication you ever made was the COVID virus. This the first one you made? I'll hold off. Sometimes this my first time cooking. Look what I cook. Let somebody eat it. I'll catch you later on down the road when you get it right. I don't play like that. That's the first time you ever cook something in your life. I ain't finna try it. I remember the first time I scrambled some eggs, I said, man, I'm gonna cook me some eggs. I didn't know when to start scrambling. I scrambled the piss out of them eggs. Cause why my mom like I was hungry, it was years. I bust that egg, I put them down, started scrambling. I didn't know when to stop. I just kept trying, I said, that's it. I said, is it? I just kept going, I just kept them eggs. Said, whoo, them eggs said, I'm so tired. Them eggs like, man, I got them eggs like this. They was so tired. Cause I saw it, I know how it go, you know what I'm saying? I've seen the thing before. I bust them eggs, put them in there. I just didn't know where to start scrambling. I just gotta keep going. I guess they'll tell me. They didn't say nothing. You see them fellas come back on the beat and that thing holler, he out of there? That's it. But you know, that's what happened out here. You gonna let these people jump around the first time they make a medication and it's supposed to be a cure for a deadly disease that's killing people. That really ain't killing people. These people are already sick. They contracted this stuff, and these people died from other stuff, and they stuck COVID on them. Don't y'all keep believing that stuff. They will want you to think all these people, these folks ain't died from no cancer. See, they had cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, and he bound back from it.
Right.
They'll tell the truth of these folks. Don't keep telling them lies. They don't go where that thing and kill all these people.
That's right.
Quit telling them like these folks done died from other stuff. Yep. Folks already sitting there with a foot in the grave. We got a guy that part stowed up. That man was healthy. That man done messed around here and done died out of nowhere. Talking about no COVID. Ain't no COVID kill that man. Time come and get you. I've been seeing that man was sick before COVID came.
That's right.
I did. I told that man was sick. Before COVID even came and hit that man, I told him he was sick. I had called up there to order something from him. He pissed me off. Yeah. I told him, I said, you won't be here long anyway. I told him, I won't be much longer. Well, I don't even order, he make me sick. I told him, I tell him, folks, no, I don't like what I said, I don't like you either. I said, I just don't like you. I told him, I said, I don't like you. I don't like you. I called up their daddy Gist. I said, oh, yeah, answer the phone. I said, where he at? He said, oh, he dead. I said, wow. I said, let me tell you what I'm trying to order. I start ordering more of them. I told him, he drove my nerve too. He drove my nerves too. There be some folks that get on your nerve, boy. But I told him, folks over here, he won't be much longer. He ain't got to worry about that one no more. So anyway, it's imperative and important that we do what we're supposed to. That man told you, take heed to yourself. Do not provoke him. Well, he will not pardon your transgression. Yeah, let's put that out there. Let's see what he told. But look how important this is now in doing this. But you shall serve
Yahuah.
Okay. Your Elohim, and he shall baraka your
Akam.
and your,
Ma'in.
and I shall remove
Sick
from.
or miss.
And the reason why we're looking at this, because people don't see how essential and how critical this is, your eating and your drinking.
Right.
That's not the only way you live, but he put that in there, sustain you with.
That's right.
You know, Yahuah told him before he was going to take away the stale bread, lakam, from us. He did. He talked about taking away the stale bread from us, take away your supply. He knows how to wipe us out. Y'all just don't know how bad it is out here, do you? A lot of them don't. Not y'all don't. A lot of these people don't. They really don't know. Y'all know Colorado got a real serious lake up there. I mean, it's really, really serious. It's very, very serious. And other states drain from it. You know what they just did? They cut them all off. Oh, it's running out. This thing, this is not a small lake. It is humongous. It look like the ocean.
That's right.
This bad boy is drying out on
Low.
it. I'm
That's
talking
right.
about bad. You seen it? Tell them it's bad. It's really bad. Other state, Arizona, listen, they cut them all off. Listen, you know how long they say they're gonna last? You don't believe the date. They say it's gonna be like another 100 years. They're looking at saying this thing could possibly be 100 years before this thing get water back in it. Well, we are gonna be in 100 years. Okay, y'all just y'all just don't know. Mr. Yahuah been Yukonon. Listen, they were showing their cattle out there. Listen, them things look so piss poor. It's nothing to eat. It's burned up grass. So they can't even eat. So they just sit here in the flaming heat. They got people riding by. Listen, if they find out that you got a pipe leaking in your yard, they're riding down the street. They got people, listen, to make sure water ain't come out your yard and run down the drain. You're behind in trouble. They trying to conserve that water. It's bad. But look at what Mr. Yahuah told he gonna get them though. He said, and he shall baraka your little lacan and your.
Ma'in.
Y'all know typically Georgia, usually every year we on a drought. Not this year.
Yep. That's
They
right.
told me if it wasn't for the Yahudim, he'd have been blown that place
Yeah.
away. Atlanta should have been destroyed.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Atlanta
sir.
ain't got no business existing.
Nope.
Riding to the core. I'm not finna let these people out there. They should riding to the core.
Yep.
Mr. Yahuah punishing everybody.
Yes, sir.
Can you imagine this man? I'm talking about the man had it. This thing looks ridiculous. Listen, they running on boat. They just had to stop. They can't go no further. I'm talking about he's wiping it out. And these people saying they looking at about 100 years. Who can wait on some water in 100 years? Now, you don't think that's gonna affect, you gotta remember something. All creeks, rivers, and streams run into lakes, which eventually travel out to oceans. What do y'all think finna happen? You wipe out a major lake. We ain't talking about no little Oconee. This is like these guppy ponds compared to what these folk got. You talking about here stuff like Lake Michigan, stuff like the ocean. Michigan, who are drying this stuff out on these people? The more these people keep sitting here lying themselves and thinking they got peace and safety, he said there's sudden destruction coming on these people. California's still burning. That stuff done left California, it burned in other states. They're just not telling y'all because they need the rest of this summer money. They need people to think about jobs. On the news, they're going to tell you jobs will come back, the economy come back, the dollar strong, because they don't need you focusing. Because you know what's going to happen when people start really focusing? These people going to be on the tape. These people going to start getting on the kill. Can you imagine? These people got homes burned down. How long you think it take? How quick you think the insurance company get you another house? When you got a whole state burning, you know how long it's going to take for the insurance company to get to you? I don't care if you saw on a judge, you know how long it's going to take to go through that claim and try to figure out what bogus? They might give you some, put you in a hotel, give you some initial money, but I can assure you they just not finna cut no checks off the rip. They gonna get the federal government involved. The federal government got to look at try to figure, hold on for a minute. While we they like, because if we pay it, guess what else we got? See, I'm gonna tell you how this whole thing works. Insurance company can't pay those claims.
Right.
They don't give it to the federal government.
Yeah.
See, it's an easy fix for them not to pay it. This is how we'll do it. We'll swap for it. This is how we'll do it. I'm gonna pay for that. I'm gonna pay for all them claims. You know what I ain't gonna pay for? Them airplanes in the air. Because to pay them right there, I can't pay for those. Them other buildings you got over there, I can't pay for those either. You know how insurance company pay? From the stock market. How many of y'all didn't know how insurance company pay? They pay from the stock market. Okay. You gonna give me, what you got? 2 kids, you. I assure y'all I'll give you what? I'll give you $200,000 on you. I'll give you $50,000 on each one of them kids, okay? Pay me $75 a month. Pretty good deal? All right, you give me $75. You gonna do that? Somebody got $75, he done paid it first year. How much I got? Somebody, hold on, stop. Somebody said I got $75. How much you get your stuff? You finna leave tonight. That man paid me $75 for the, I'm talking about every month for the, that man said $75? $900, there you go. So then, all right, so him pay me $900. So you gonna pay your second year $75 still every month. Well, I got $1,800. He done messed around and died. No way I can pay, not for $75, unless I put the $75 in the market. Right. So the money gains me interest. Right. There is no way, common sense, I can pay no $200 or $150,000 when the man paid me for 2 years and I'm only charging $75 a month, unless I have his money in the market. Right. Insurance company put the money in the market. What, are y'all actually conscious? You driving a truck down the street, you paying me $1,400 a month. You have $1 million coverage. Which means if you go on this street and wipe these folks out, I have to pay a current of $1 million.
That's right.
Off of $1,400 a month?
Right.
My poor people. I had your money in the market. Insurance company is the best business you're gonna get into. So they get a really, really big mess like that, they got somebody they can always go to. The federal government. Yep. And all you do is just tell the federal government the truth. I could pay it, but they ain't gonna be able to insure these people's stuff. So they start working out what you can pay and what the federal government is stepping in and what they'll pay. Why y'all think they put FEMA out there in New Orleans?
That's right.
They couldn't pay all them claims. And when they got those claims, they paid them people pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
They was able to beat them out of 2 things. Your policy. Your house was destroyed. What came in there and tore that up in a way?
Water.
You know the wind was there too. When your house was sitting down that street, it was on that block, it was down 2 blocks down the street. You know what we had a problem trying to figure out? Did the water do that or the wind? Because your policy don't cover wind. You'll cover water. Now explain to me how you gonna prove that the water did it, not the wind. See, it's all about how we gonna play with it. You know how many people walked out with checks for $600 something? Right. Couple of $1,000, $1,500, $10,000. This the whole house and everything. They got $6,000. Federal government jump in with FEMA. FEMA put you in some trailer. They shoot you to some other state, and before you know, they wrap you around and you done.
Yep.
All they want the judge to do is just run out there and write them up. Man, you gonna take care of me, ain't you, man? Yep, we working. We gonna get it. Just get it in. Don't discuss none with these people, and don't tell these people you doing nothing. Just get these. Am I making this up, Ivan? These people have no idea how it works. Those adjusters they brought in now, they were already letting them know. Do not tell these people we doing nothing. Write it up and let them believe whatever they want to believe. Them people got through and seen what them checks look like and how they had been played around. Because insurance company get you, they don't write a policy to let them know how to get out of it. You the only sucker. Don't you, man, you know how much stuff in that policy, ain't no way in the world you can read that stuff.
Right.
They got so much tied up in that policy they can get in and get out of it. It don't even make no sense. You just a fool. You assuming you got some. Listen, they have a temper. This stuff is already sad. I need to sign right here, sign here. That's all you do. Sign here, and sign here. You better go and you read. You can read. You still ain't gonna be smart enough. None of us are. They said it's two put together. There's no way to work. You ain't gonna sit there. You take your time and sit there, and you just wasting time. They know how to read it when they don't want to pay though. These people cover themselves. None of these people actually got what they tell you they got. It's all a figment of your imagination. These people smart. Y'all seen them Americans that got killed over there in Kabul? 13 Americans, not one insurance policy gonna pay it.
Wow.
Everybody here having your insurance that you don't get paid in a terrorist attack.
Wow.
Chris, you know when this was wrote up? This was wrote up in the early 1400s. Nobody ain't heard of no terrorist attack in the early 1900s. Now, what was who was terrorist attacking in the early 1900s? These people been creating these policies. They already knew what they were doing. You can't get paid in a war. If you get killed in a war, they don't pay your insurance company, can't pay that. You stupid. You don't talk about, I went and volunteered to fight for my country. Then they need to pay for it. Why you think the government will give you a check when you get killed? They don't pay for no stupid stuff like that. We're doing laws of averages. You're getting shipped off to Afghanistan. What's the chance of you coming back? I'm not insuring that. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's dumb. They ain't even business. Yeah, I'm getting ready to head out now going to Iraq. I'll be there for 3 years. You'll be dead by the time you hit the ground because I ain't covering it.
Yeah.
That's stupid. You'll break this insurance. Y'all know how many people got killed over there? You break the bank. You trying to insure people that you can beat.
Right.
If I got to insure you, all I got to do is give you a high enough policy. I want to insure you, but it's so high, I know you can't afford it. You're a nigga. I tell you, you got to pay $385 a month. What you finna do with your insurance? No, I'm going to get something later. What happened later? You're older. Exactly. Your policy high. Now you don't have no insurance. That's how they get black people get insurance. See, nobody never educated us ever. They just leave us out here. People don't care nothing about black people. I try to tell y'all, we're talking on this, but for everything I got to tell y'all this, I try to teach y'all, what you do with these kids, you get insurance so know why they're young.
Yeah.
All these, I know y'all ain't gonna do it because you know you just stupid. That's all. They're just stupid. Go ahead and get them Gerber policies now. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and get them the policy. They're gonna pay them $18,000 by the time they're 18, and that policy is sure. Go ahead and just get them that money. Transfer them right from there and put them on a real policy. Yep. That rider junk is just a rider. Mm-hmm. He a rider. Come on, you gonna ride? Me and you ride. Okay? Come on, you a rider. You ride mine. Bam! I wrecked my car. What happened? So one mom and daddy, this is really bad. What happened? I don't know what wrong. Yo, son, I wrecked over here. How you throw it? I can't work in these conditions. That's all I do. That man still telling me he hurt. This man trying to sue me. Can't say I'm hurt. That's sad too. But y'all understand, he was a rider. So once I wrecked my car and told it, what was he riding at? Once you die, guess what happened to your kids? They don't have a policy. That stuff is cheap. That stuff is good. Your kids are rider. That's good for a small period of time, but you want to get them on a policy while you can get them while they're young. Right. To maximize your money, you get it while they're young. You don't wait till your kids get an old age and getting 30-something to get it. They insure black people higher than white people. Right. They're not going to give you the amount. You can go get $1 million policy, nigga, and your policy going to be so high, you ain't going to make the first payment. All you're going to do is sign that paper. When they draft your account, that whole thing gets shut down. How many of y'all don't like them drafting your account to get the money out?
I don't like that.
That's right. I'm going to tell you why you need to like it. I'll show you for $1 million, okay? So you don't like it. How you going to pay me?
Myself, pay me on time every month.
That's right. Pay me on time every month. How you going to do it?
My account,
Your account,
my
debit card. Well, let's not say that. Most people going to do a check. Bill pay by check. Smart, because you got a paper trail. I got his check. Get what I just found out? Nigga done died. Get what I did with that check? I ain't never get it. But see, when I automatically draft from your account, I can't fake that. I done pulled it, so I shot myself in the foot. See, a lot of niggas got burnt from that idea what y'all doing. That's why y'all pay me. It looks smart though. Man, in my account, taking my account, but you mail the check. Do it make sense for me to cash this check and I'm finna pay out? Or I got some of your policy about you missing a payment, I ain't gotta pay. I'm a businessman. I don't wanna go pull no money out no market and pay you no $50,000 claim, $100,000 claim, especially when I can get out of it. When y'all get these policies, you got 2 years where they can contest that death. 2 years. They'll tell you that stuff because they're going to make you pay. You're insured right now. The day you sign that paper, right, the nigga ready to walk on the expressway. Go ahead and do it. Because I can fight your policy up to 2 years. Pop up with something later on, 18 months, you popped up with AIDS. We're not paying. We got 2 years where we can contest your policy. How many of y'all didn't know that? I know, because they told you when you got insurance that you was covered right then. You're not. They have. How many know who do insurance? I know I'm telling these people the truth. Let them see your hand. Raise your hand. What do y'all people know? And what do y'all do? Now I'm here, insurance. They ain't gonna never tell a nigga nothing. They want a nigga to think he insured day one. Nigga, you gotta live 2 years. Insurance companies well cover themselves. You know who don't cover themselves? Niggas. We get lying preachers, folk make a fool out of, other people make a fool out of, versus sitting down. I tell y'all before, you need to know how to live. That's what messed us up. We gotta know how to navigate. See, there's people out here that's gonna get you off. Hello? That's what these people do. Most times we wind up finding out in a crunch, we get messed up. We had one time before, we tried to tell you about, bring your policy up here, let these people go through your policy and tell you what you got missing, what you need to add. Your homeowner policy. Most of these folks don't know. These little high deductible, you know these folks find $5,000 deductible. Insurance is $100 every 2 years. That's great until you got to come up with $5,000 deductible. And you realize, you a nigga, where you get, you be thinking, yeah, I can borrow that. Call me and ask me for $5,000 and watch me hang up that phone. But you gonna think I got one of them old rotary phones to slam that thing so hard in your ear. They be like, what kind of preacher got one of them antique phones? I'm gonna go buy one to slam it down in your ear. You always gotta consider, see, these people always talk you into cheap stuff until when you get yourself in a crisis, something happens. HMO insurance, I don't do no homo insurance. Homo, I don't want no homo insurance. That means they finna stick you. I want to pick, that's the truth. I mean, I didn't know no better. Folks, I try to tell y'all, they become tell you something. You know how we learn when we get burned. Yep. It's bad to learn it's bad to learn everything when you get burned. It's better to be able to pick your own doctors. I used to drink sometime forward, they said pick your own poison. Homo insurance don't let you do it. Homo give you your doctor. They got a book of folks who they tell you to go to. Yep. All these people are they suckers. And you know what all these people do? Most of these folks don't know about billing, how these folks operate. Let me tell you what happened. I'm insurance company. Go ahead and shoot me that bill. What you had? 4 surgery, knee removal, and 3 more extra toes. Nigga had 13 toes on his feet, 1 foot. When we go through here and sit there through there, I got a code bill. We ain't paying that. We not paying that. When they say that, it's a code they got to put in. They not, you know what y'all think? These niggas think they calling and they sending a bill. No, you gonna have to put this bill to fit a certain code. That's how we pay. When it ain't on them code, you ain't getting paid, nigga. So they already get people in their office. The doctor don't know. All he know, he got somebody up front when you come in and let you know what you gonna need to get them up front. Yep. You said, but I got insurance. I know you do. That's why I'm gonna need this money up front. Yep. Cause they ain't gonna pay for it or you ain't getting it. Right. We niggas, we holler, I got insurance. It's insurance. I got insurance. My insurance, right there. Where you said, I know you're still jabbing. It's Jacob. Insurance. You finna get jacked up and made a fool of. When you get through and find out your insurance company paid $13 on a $75,000 bill. Cause this how they work. They work by codes. Everything that you did, put it to that code. And when you get it, it ain't gonna work. It ain't going, we ain't gonna pay it. We not gonna pay it, we not gonna pay it, and we not gonna pay it. And they calling you to death, and you ain't gonna pay it. They hire people they put in their office. They know exactly before they do a procedure. They're not gonna pay for that. I already know how the insurance company work. They're not gonna pay for it, and we're not gonna do it. Unless you're gonna give the money up front, it's not gonna be done. Most of y'all be happy. Get some insurance. Some insurance better than no insurance. Some insurance and no insurance. The right insurance is the best insurance because you're healthy and you're going now. You always got to anticipate something's going to happen. It ain't like when you get a new car, you need to make sure you got all your insurance and you got everything done. Car paid off, car depreciated, you got your money out of it, and you got money to get another one if something happens and when you want to play no fault. You don't play no fault when you broke. And you ain't got no money, and your car still got a high value, and you still paying a note. That's called dummy. If you wreck your car and tow your car and you got no fault, can you go buy another car right now? Does it make sense for you to have some no fault? That if you total your car and your fault and you ain't got nothing, I need something to start off. Folks will give me something if I got something. Right. Ain't nobody gonna give me nothing if I ain't got nothing. Right. Y'all got it? So there's certain things you start thinking about you need to know. The so-called Negro, we always find out when we get burnt. What your insurance, most folks don't even know. Come for about son. You on the home, don't you? Come on, son. Give it up. So I robbed you, I got your stuff. I want the white, got this stuff gone. Most folks don't know, you know your home insurance covered that. Yeah. You call the police said, well, he was black. All right, you go ahead and take care. Most of y'all don't know your home insurance covered you get robbed too. That's right. But they ain't gonna tell a nigga that. Hello? Why would they tell you that? Nigga come up robbed all the time, huh? I feel like somebody robbing me now. But see, I say that to tell you how when you don't know things, how it can hurt you. Think about this, how things hurt you when you don't know the plan of salvation. You don't even know what your plan covers. You don't know what voids your warranty or voids your just like your mattresses. Tear that tag out the side of your mattress and you just voided it. Not to mention that federal. Did y'all know that? Yes, sir. That federal, you ain't supposed to tear that tag out the side of that mattress. I know some of y'all done it because you're nigga. I ain't gonna tell on you. Soon as you keep pissing, you put on the side of the street and somebody come out and pick that mattress up and say, the tag tore off this. I need to call the feds. What the feds worry about that pissing mattress for? I used to throw away my mattress. I get tired and just throw them away till I start learning. Your warranty got a mattress. Your mattress got a warranty. If that mattress got a defects and got waves in it and you get the right one, you know you call them people. I meant them for replace a lot of mattresses. I step on that mattress. Listen, if my bed do that, if that thing do like that, I don't have that problem. I don't even sleep on no mattress like that. I won't even waste my time buying a mattress. That's wasting my time. But I had them way like that. I don't play that stuff. Call them folks. They had to come out there. They got to put a string across that thing. Listen, we put that string. I said, man, I can't sleep in that bed. They had to give me another mattress. They laughing. I may replace it. I may replace that cord shit. I don't sleep like that. I used to just throw them away and put it on me. Nigga, no. I bought one. That mattress I bought, I won't buy none under 10 years. How long nigga, when a nigga change their mattress out? You ain't white. You better get you a 10-year mattress, get you something you can lay on for a while. I got to be laid for a while. Something go wrong, I get a wobble or you'll fix your bed, man. That thing look like some socks and drawers laid up in there. No. I don't sleep in no bed like that. I don't laugh because they be thinking, I mean, that's how we supposed to sleep. Sleep is critical. I'm telling you something, it is. I don't sleep long, but I need all mine. The time I get is critical to me. I'm trying to tell you that stuff. See, we didn't know that. We just throw them away, don't worry about stick some book, put some books on there. I don't play on stuff like that. I get a 20-year mattress. If I'm gonna sleep, I got 20 years. I ain't trying to die. I don't need no 2-year mattress. I'm gonna be here for a while. When I die, me and my wife put that mattress in there with me. I still got a warrant on that thing. That's right. Somebody said, oh, we gonna line it. Nigga, no, take my mattress and put that thing in there. I got a warrant on that thing. Buy a mattress. Whoever I'm telling you, I need to know that you buy a mattress, you always buy your bed cover. I used to think, I said, man, another $50, $60. Let me tell you how they beat y'all. Do you know if you got one stain on that mattress, you void that warranty? One stain on that mattress, you have voided your warranty. They don't tell a nigga that. They'll sell us a mattress. Nigga gonna go home. You know nigga gonna eat soup. Nigga gonna drink beer in that bed. And once you, and he gonna piss. Once you get at Mojave Desert River in the middle of that thing, don't you call them folk. One drop of a nigga piss will tap a 20-year mattress. It'll rust every coil in there. That's how they gonna beat you. And that stuff you do. See, they don't teach us nothing. Just tell y'all how they get you every time. Cause you'll be hollering, man, I got a warrant on that thing. Man, I got a warranty. You don't know. That's why they try to tell you, buy the bed cover. Nigga be like, man, I'm already paying that money for this mattress. Man, I don't need no bed cover. I hope you don't get it. Nigga got all that stateside floor in his house. And that fit cover come on, that nigga do his head like this. Nigga do like this on the mattress when he sleep. They be waiting on that. They love that Jerry Curl nigga. Old greasy head nigga, all the face nigga, bed spread up there, right his face on that like that. They done put a book in that thing. Now, this is what I want to tell you. Something you buy for comfort. Something you buy for relaxation and to help you out after the stress that you've gone through and you want to relax, and it's there to help you out. You wind up losing the real benefit to it and what it can actually do for the duration of the time, simply because you were unequipped and ill-informed or uninformed. Now you got to think about Yahuah. Why aren't you getting the full benefit out of it?
Unequipped.
And they ain't learned how to cover it. They want him to cover them. You got to cover him too. Yeah. Ain't that right? Because it's a benefit to you. They got to protect it. When we talk about what amunah is versus what faith is, they couldn't possibly be measured together. Simply because faith is something that you're hoping in something that does not or you do not know it even exists or happen, and you're hoping that it exists and happen. And then when you deal with amunah, it's based upon what you do know and your willingness to support the happening of what it is you desire. So now we have to make sure we cover ourselves. Our purpose of us helping and assisting is to make sure that every opportunity is unveiled unto us that we can get the benefit. Yahuah said here and clearly told, I'm going to baraka your bread and your water, your ma'in, and I shall remove sickness from you when you fulfill my will. Your amanah. You support me in doing it. Support me and I'm going to support you. If anybody against you, because you support me and support and the benefit of something happening better for you, then I'm going to be against that person.
That's right.
It's just like having a policy and not actually knowing how you cover.
That's right.
Because this is part of the agreement. This is in your policy. That I'm going to make sure you're going to eat. I'm going to make sure that you're not going to sit around and thirst and you're going to be quenched out or unquenched or whatever it might be. When people say thirst, quench my thirst, give them something to drink. I'm going to make sure you're going to get this, and I'm going to make sure you're going to stay well. Part of your healing actually comes in your eating. That's one of the ways I'm going to get rid of it, because I'm going to make sure you're going to be eating the right stuff to get the right proper nutrients. Niggas, we don't have that conversation. We eat for good. We eat for taste. We don't eat for health. White people eat for health. They'll sit around and eat a carrot. Eat carrot. We was like, man, I need some food. Man, I need some ribs. I need some stick to my nigga. You got 26 or 24. They'll eat for benefit. That's what Yahuah said. I'm trying to feed you to give you benefit. See, you can eat, but if you're not getting the benefit of it, are you really sustaining yourself? How you gonna weather storms and you gonna be able to stand when you hadn't even got the proper nutrition? They even teach you that before you come to school. Breakfast. What they tell you about breakfast? Getting the brain sparking, getting it going. Yahuah said, I'm going to sustain you so you can be able to think. It's important when things are happening, you have to be able to think in the midst of adversity. But when you're not eating properly, all the information you're going to retrieve for a situation is going to be stupid, dumb, and it's not going to be beneficial. Okay, they used to tell you all what you eat. Yeah. I'm just being honest. Why y'all think niggas in the situation they in? They get fat and lay down and pray and call on Jesus. It doesn't work. We need information that really benefits us. Listen. I'm looking for him to take me somewhere, and all these things supposed to happen, and I'm getting nothing here. I have to see something. If you're going to tell me you're going to give me all of this, can I see something? Shouldn't I be able to see something? Even they even so, oh, taste and see that Yahuah is. For how old he great. Did you actually taste that, or you just reciting what somebody else said? I want to speak from experience. I appreciate those letters, and those letters are there because there were people that actually got the benefit. I want to be one of them too.
Yes, sir.
I am one of them. I don't want to just keep reading about other folk benefit. I'm going to need some benefits too.
Right.
But if I'm going to receive these benefits, he's looking for a certain behavior. He's looking for me to make sure I inform myself, that I'm conscious about myself, that I'm willing to. And he said, and all this, I'll give you. He said, it's a given. You know how many people go to work? Well, I go to work to take care of myself, make sure I can eat. And I get it. You know how many people go to work and they check in enough when they get it? Yeah. Work a week and 2 weeks to get a check and it ain't even worth it. Work to get something to give it all away. This Yahuah had to come in and grant you that. That ain't your lifestyle.
That's right.
Because you decided to set yourself to make sure I don't want to miss the mark. See, to get to this point right here, that he's going to Barak your eating and what you drink, and I shall remove from you. All of these are part of his benefits. That's in your benefit package. We had corona, and he removed it. He said I wasn't going to say, how you remove something I ain't got? Well, I had it, but I wasn't sick. Then you didn't have it. I was sick. He said, I'll remove it from you. Y'all know how many people out, listen, I used to ride by a place, I watch cars line up, in line, people waiting on boxes of food. I'm talking about cars, they sit here, I'm sitting around looking around and figure out, why these people in that line, I'm looking, they waiting on boxes of food. They said, well, these people don't have nothing to eat, got to feed them. You know, it just blew my mind because I said, that ain't nowhere near my testimony. Can you imagine you are sitting in a line waiting for somebody to stick a box of food in your car, and most of the junk you probably don't even eat? Reusable stuff, you know you ain't getting the best of nothing. And the fact that these people have to live to the degree to where you're going to have to take what people give you. Versus Yahuah said here, like Daoud said, he was once young, but now he matured and got age. He said, I ain't never seen a Sadiq forsaken. And you know what I ain't never seen? Hit the center beg for no bread. Look what he said. He said, because he going to baraka your bread, your lacon. And your mind. Those folks in Detroit, y'all remember they found all them folks were dying from that one Flint River, Michigan? Right. How many folks were sick? One of our testimony. Could have been us. Yahuah said, I barak your drink. Yahushua told her, these people gave me poison for my food. He said, he gave me poison. So he said, I need somebody that can barak. You can't see what these people do in these meat packing places. You can't see these folks, you getting these sodas and drinks sealed up. What they do before they put the seal on it? We just trust that we break a seal. It ain't impossible to do nothing before you seal it. I'll get let y'all go. Y'all take a lot of stuff for granted. Little stuff. You don't think about it, you don't consider. Just be able to pick up your feet and move. You're not able to lift up your hands. Be able to move and go about, And the fact that you ain't in one of these terrible conditions, these folks out here are praying for something that this man is not going to give them. These people are hoping for something that will never happen because they're ill-informed and misinformed. They're misguided. They're being misled. They are misinterpreting. Mr. Yahuah coming to give us understanding. So I'm a preacher what the man do for me. And I know whatever he do for me, it's so I can be a benefit to somebody else. Yes, to the Elohim. I know how it works. That's right. Ain't that right? And then I know that ain't just enough. I'm here for my soul's salvation. The things are nice, but if I ain't got shalom with Elohim, it ain't gonna profit nothing. Right. At the end of the day, it ain't gonna profit you nothing. If you don't get right with this man, you're gonna be on a terrible awakening when the day of judgment come up. That's what the man would tell. When that man come to judgment, everybody's punishment already laid out. If you miss this mark when the man get back here, it's eternal fire. Everybody in here, it's on us to make sure that we we don't turn, we don't let people persuade us, we don't let people get us off, we don't receive another doctrine. All these things I told you, I know some of y'all will go web search and look at these people. Then if I do it, man, may the man take me out. I don't be looking at these people. Right. I don't play them. Right. I don't put that junk on my computer. Yeah. Right. Pull up Reverend so-and-so. I don't play that stuff. That stuff not in my computer. I ain't got the key. My keys don't even put. Not watching no fools like that. I'm not entertaining none of it. Listen, it ain't called everybody wrong. Do you understand? When it comes out of fire, I can't afford to be listening to everybody. That's right. It's that critical. I can't afford it. Everybody don't make me no good. They supposed to get your hair and mess your hair, you with them. Don't you know you still carnal? All somebody do is say the right thing the right way. You'll be out the door like some more of these bozos done. I don't entertain all these folk with that foolishness. Man, they come to that dumb stuff. Ain't no hell. Ain't no such thing as fornication. Retards. All of a sudden they done found all these words in the Bible, they ain't real, but they speaking words that ain't in the Bible and them words real. Believe everything you want to believe, because when your heart ain't right and your mind set for mission to do something wrong, you'll hear exactly what you want to hear. You'll say exactly that's what you want to hear. You looking for a reason to be a transgressor. And Mr. Yahuah looking for a reason to burn you forever. That's two.